and welcome to the Raleigh County Convention Center. Video Productions presents high school basketball here this afternoon, a battle between James Monroe, 2-1, and Wyoming East, 3-1. Hello again, everybody. I'm Maris Lowry with Eric Thomas, the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing and directing, and Andrew Boland and Jackie Moon on camera. And Eric, we think we're going to be in for a treat here in day one, game two of this little general event. This is the Pepsi division, and like I said, we got two heavyweights in their respective classes. James Monroe, 2-1, against Wyoming East, 3-1.
And what you get with both of these teams are two well-coached, basketball-rich schools. They don't tend to rebuild, they reload, and I'm anxious to see them get the ball in the air here this afternoon. Yeah, James Monroe, as I mentioned, 2-1, only able to get 3 games in. One game was postponed due to the weather. They beat Bland, Virginia, and they beat Meadow Bridge. Their only loss was to Narrows, Virginia. On the flip side, Wyoming East at 3-1. They had wins over Nicholas County, Liberty of Raleigh, and West Logan. And I was talking to Coach Brooks. I said, West Logan, I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, yeah, it's a Christian school that they played them in the Chapmanville tournament. And he said that they've got a lot of transfers from other schools around the area. They're not part of the SSAC, but he said it was a really competitive game, and Wyoming East able to pull that out. Their only loss was to Bluefield, and we know how good Bluefield is, but also in that game in the second half, Wyoming East, perhaps their best player, Cole Lambert, their point guard, was sick and couldn't finish the game from the middle of the third quarter on, and Bluefield pulled away. But so we think we're going to have a very good, very competitive basketball game here this afternoon. Yeah, and that's exactly right. And just to touch on Cole Lambert, and what you get with him is probably a 4-year starter for Wyoming East. I know the last 3 years I've seen him in the starting lineup, and he is just a complete player and the floor general for the Wyoming East Warriors. We're about 10 minutes away from tipping the game off. We'll take our first break and come back and rejoin you here at the Battle for the Armory, the Pepsi division, streaming live on Video Productions.
Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia High School athletics and our area student athletes. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, with 2 locations for your convenience: 3934 Robert Z. Byrd Drive in Beckley and 8762 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia's student athletes. A winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
At Access Health, we believe there's a difference between care and caring. We know you by name, and our 26 locations keep you healthy so that you can do the things that truly matter.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment Champion Mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
Take care of this by the end of the day.
Sure, I'll take care of that. Done.
It's that easy with compliance. Compliance. We've got your back office.
The main goal of our firm is to provide the best client experience possible.
I want my clients to believe that they've experienced fairness. Then finally, I want them to know that they got a friend. I'm not in the business of running off business, but I'm in the business of being honest.
At the end of the day and at the end of the case, I want the client to know that they didn't leave anything on the table, to feel without doubt that they made the right decision to hire this firm.
Every bite better with Pepsi.
West Virginia Orthotic and Prosthetic Center provides orthotic and prosthetic devices, promoting the highest level of personal and professional patient care. West Virginia O&P has a state-of-the-art fabrication facility where devices are produced, customized, and fitted in-house by our fully certified staff. We are honored to have the opportunity to work with our veteran population, providing them with the highest level of care and support. We are conveniently located in Beckley, just off I-64 at the Brookshire Lane Medical Park. Please call for a free evaluation or contact us online.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center with Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry, the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins producing and directing, Andrew Bolin and Jackie Moon on camera. Part of this broadcast is brought to you in part by Infinity Coal Company. If you want to work close to home, you can come and join the team at Infinity Coal Company, located in Sophia, West Virginia, which has been in operation since 2011. Infinity Coal Company operates an underground mine, a surface mine, and a preparation plant in Raleigh and Wyoming counties. For further information of how you can apply, you can go to the Facebook page at United Coal Company, or you can pick up an application at the Guard Shack located on Independence Road in Sophia, West Virginia. Also, the game this afternoon brought to you in part by Modley's. Modley's Plumbing and Heating. You never know when you need a plumber, and when you need a plumber, you need to know this number, 304-253-HELP. Well, Eric, who's going to get the help here this afternoon as these teams warm up? Wyoming East will be the home team on the scoreboard wearing the white uniforms. James Monroe, the visitors. And I think this is going to have a state tournament kind of feel. I know that Wyoming East has only played 4 games. James Monroe has only played 3. But whenever these teams get together, and I think we're going to have a really tight, very competitive basketball game.
Yeah, and I think both teams will try to play their tempo. I haven't gotten to see James Monroe, of course, and you and I had a chance to see Wyoming East when we did those scrimmage games early December. And I think Wyoming East will try to push when they can and try to utilize, their size a little bit down low, because we had a chance to witness they have a pretty good big guy that's coming along.
Yeah, and one thing I think, Eric, think you would agree, these teams to me kind of mirror one another. They got good guards, as you mentioned. You talked about Cole Lambert for Wyoming East. You've got, Dowdy. You've got Ridgeway. You've got good players, guard plays. And then you got good bigs inside. You're talking about Fox for Wyoming East, and you're talking about some of the players, Mann or Baker there for James Monroe. So I think they do kind of mirror one another. Both teams will want to run when they can. I think we're going to be in for, like I said, a really exciting game.
Yeah, both teams will run, and both teams will shoot that 3 as well. So I think whoever adjusts and shoots the ball early will have an early advantage.
And also, we're talking about all this offense, but we know the game's going to be won on the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, handling pressure. I think both teams like to get up in you defensively and, communicate well, and whether they're playing zone or man-to-man, and whoever is able to play the best defensive game will probably win this game.
Both teams completing their warm-ups. We're about 3 minutes away from getting the game underway. We'll take a break and come back. You're watching live streaming coverage of this little general event, Battle for the Armory, the Pepsi division, here on Video Productions.
Hi, I'm Leanna Burnett, owner of Window World of Beckley. At Window World, we are proud to deliver exterior solutions that are beautiful, affordable, and guaranteed for life. We do things the right way. Honest pricing, no gimmicks, and thousands of satisfied customers. Call Window World of Beckley today at 1-800-NEXT-WINDOW and have your new windows, siding, and doors before winter. Window World of Beckley, family owned,
nationally known.
We won't raise your rates just because of an accident. Sure, everyone thinks they're a good driver. But when an accident happens, with Allstate, you don't have to worry, even if it's your fault. It's called accident forgiveness, and it starts the day you sign up. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
Welcome back to the Battle for the Armory between James Monroe and Wyoming East. This afternoon's game is brought to you in part by Edward Jones. Edward Jones, your financial advisor. You can call Heather Cantley at 304-254-9995 or Wayne Rhodes at 304-253-7335. Also brought to you in part by Indoor Air. Indoor Air is a proud sponsor of high school sports. You're a Amana dealer. You can give them a call at 304-890-2212. Well, Eric, we're moments away of getting the game started, and it'll be Wyoming East wearing the white uniforms, the home team on the scoreboard, and James Monroe, they will be wearing the black uniforms trimmed in purple.
Yeah, and I'm anxious to see early on, the tempo, because Cole Lambert, from Wyoming East, he's what I call a true point guard because he really can control the tempo.
The starting lineup for James Monroe will go like this. Will be Leighton Dowdy. It'll be Cooper Ridgway, Ryan Mann. It'll be Ryan Cole and Brady Baker are the 5 that will take the floor for James Monroe. For Wyoming East, it'll be Cole Lambert, Bryson Huff, Zach Hunt, Braxton Morgan, and Connor Fox. Of course, we got 2 excellent coaches here. You have Coach Savage for James Monroe, and, of course, Coach Brooks. I guess it's Brooks and Brooks, not Brooks and Dunn, Brooks and Brooks.
Brooks and Brooks.
Coach for Wyoming East, which would be Derek, and, of course, his legendary father, Herbie Brooks, who still holds the state record of scoring the state tournament, Eric, 1983, 50 points.
Yeah, and, that was an amazing performance. If people need to sit back and realize how good that 50 points was, that was before the three-point line.
Yeah, and I remember that game. I was at that game. They played a team, Lenore, which Lenore now is part of Tulsa. I believe that's where Lenore and Crum and Fort Gay is what made up Tulsa, I do believe.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. You're up on your West Virginia geography today.
Yes, I am. All right, moments away from getting the game started. Glad you're with us here on Video Productions. I'm Maris Lowry with Eric Thomas, the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing and directing. And we've got double the camera work here today, Eric, as we have Jackie Moon and Andrew Boland working the cameras.
Yeah, and I had a chance to watch the first half of the first game, and, different views, different angles of the instant replays and stuff, and that really gives it a great feel.
And speaking of the first game, and if you're just tuning in and you didn't get a chance to watch the first game, Charleston Catholic looked very impressive, Eric, as they beat Princeton 55-35. So the winner of this game will get Charleston Catholic at 4 o'clock tomorrow, the game you and I'll have. The loser of this game will get Princeton in the 2 o'clock game.
Yeah, and Charleston Catholic's double A, right?
Correct.
And I've had a chance to follow them, through the news, and they've beaten their last couple of games, two 4A schools.
So we're ready to get the game started. It'll be Ryan Cole in the center circle, senior for James Monroe. And I'm sure it'll be Fox. Fox is a 6'8 freshman that will jump for Wyoming East. We got veteran officials on the game. We are ready to roll. Glad you're with us here at the Raleigh County Convention Center. The little general battle for the Armory, the Pepsi division, and we're ready to put the ball in the air as we're underway, and the tip is controlled by James Monroe. So it looks like Wyoming East, Eric, as they normally always do, come out and play man-to-man.
Yeah, come out man-to-man early. Really probably going to try to run James Monroe off of that three-point line.
I thought it was going to be a 3, and the ball is turned over. And here comes Wyoming East. Nice take to the basket, left of the lane with the left hand is good by Hunt.
And Zach Hunt did a good job of turning the turnover into points for Wyoming East.
And that's what both of these teams do really good. When they turn you over, they normally do get points out of it. You see James Monroe working the ball around, trying to find a cutter or maybe a driving lane to the basket.
Yeah, this Wyoming East team is really disciplined. That's one thing that Coach Brooks, they teach toughness and discipline on the defensive side.
And 2 possessions, 2 turnovers for James Monroe. But Cole Lambert, who has the ball now, he's what really makes Wyoming East go.
Yeah, I'm, every time we come to watch or we cover this team, I'm anxious to see how he does. He's a floor general, passes the ball well, shoots the ball well, can drive. He has a lot in his bag, so to speak. He can do it all.
So James Monroe will play man-to-man. Wyoming East working it around, see if they can get somebody free. Set a ball screen here. And Hunt will pull up, and that ball's going to be short. So back the other way we come. Here's James Monroe on the attack. Eric, first 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. James Monroe hasn't even had a shot yet.
Yeah, and that's good if you're Wyoming East. If you keep them from shooting, they can't score. But look for James Monroe to settle down and run their offense here.
Yeah, coming up on 2 minutes into the game, and James Monroe is yet to attempt a field goal. But it's been good Wyoming East defense. Here's a 3. And it's there, a splashdown from Ryan Cole, and James Monroe takes the lead.
Nice patient offense, great passing right there, and knocked down the open look.
And we're seeing this from both teams. Good ball movement, good spacing on the floor. Lambert on the drive. Good defense by James Monroe. Lambert gets into the lane, tacks the basket, lays it up and in.
And Lambert, just real basketball savvy. He knew his big was in trouble, got to the short corner, then was able to get in the lane for the scoop and the score.
Yeah, nice play by the 6-foot senior, Cole Lambert. And like I said, he's really the quarterback of their team at Wyoming East. 15-footer in and out, no good. That was a good look again, that time by Ryan Cole. And back the other way we come with Wyoming East. Lambert on the drive around the baseline. They cut him off. Here's an open look for three. That's too strong. And that was put up by Huff.
And Huff hesitated when he caught the ball. Just first things think, if you're going to shoot it, because usually when you hesitate, you don't make it.
So we've got a lot of action, just don't have the kind of scoring I thought we'd have at this point. We're almost halfway into the first quarter.
It's the filling out stages of the game.
Good Wyoming East defense. They try to run back door. And once again, good defense and a good block that time by Fox for Wyoming East.
Fox did a good job of just staying vertical.
And Lambert, he missed that bad. Pretty good defense by James Monroe to force that bad miss by Wyoming East.
Yeah, and that's one thing about Lambert, though. He's going to have short-term memory. He's a savvy veteran. That shot's out of his mind as soon as he missed it.
So here's a three from the left side. Back iron is no good. That three that time put up by Hunt, and back the other way we go. Three from the right corner on its way. Good. A splashdown that time by Dowdy. And James Monroe back in front. That's one thing, each team, Eric, I got shooters. If you leave them open, they can splash it down.
You just finished what I was thinking. I was like, James Monroe hadn't had a lot of shots, but the shots that they've had, they've knocked them down as Wyoming East gets the backdoor cut.
Yeah, Huff on the backdoor layup. And that's one thing, both these teams play very good, sound, fundamental basketball. And they both got shooters that can make the three if you leave them open. Here's a down low in the post, off the glass and in.
Nice soft touch.
Yeah, Baker, the bucket maker.
The first two of the game for James Monroe.
And James Monroe regains the lead. There's Lambert. Round the horn they go. They're trying to set a ball screen. And that's one thing, Eric, you can run that old, two-man game when you play man-to-man like that, pick and roll.
Yeah, I was watching, and you like the way Charleston Catholic ran it. It looked like the old Utah Jazz.
Yeah, and they had great spacing that first game, Charleston Catholic. Here's James Monroe back the other way. Little short shot, doesn't go. Battle for the rebound. And we got a whistle, and it'll be a held ball, and it'll be in Wyoming East's favor.
Wyoming East possession right there. Just good hard basketball right there by both teams.
So Will Bogus will check into the ball game for James Monroe.
As you see right here, good transition defense by James Monroe. Crashed the boards, both teams, and the tie-up.
And running the high post. There's a three ball for the lead. It's too strong, but an offensive rebound by Lambert.
And Lambert rebounds well out of the guard position. That's 2 rebounds for him in the first quarter.
Here's a mid-range shot. Needs the roll on the rim by Morgan. It doesn't go. And back the other way comes James Monroe. Little short shot right of the lane. Needs a roll. Offensive rebound by Baker. He goes up strong. Can't get it to go. Baker had a good look on the putback, and it wouldn't fall.
Nice soft touch. Just didn't get the roll.
Wyoming East can tie with the 2, take the lead with the 3. Lambert down the lane, and they're going to call a foul on the drive.
And that'll be the first foul of the game.
And, that's what I liked about it. Look how much nice flow and rhythm to this game. And the way these teams got up and down the floor, and there's the first foul on the drive.
Yeah, and that was a good call. Just riding them a little too much.
Lambert on the baseline. He whips a pass out high. There's Morgan with it, and now they get the ball to Lambert, who controls things. Lambert backs his way in. They cut him off. Good defense by James Monroe.
Yeah, good on-ball defense, not giving Lambert any lanes to penetrate.
And now Lambert takes it to the rim, and he couldn't finish the shot. That was difficult, trying to go back over his head or reverse, and it won't go. We're under a minute for the quarter. James Monroe with the ball and up 2. There's a nice drive, a nice feed, trying to get the ball to Baker, and it was kicked. We've got to reset the shot clock. Oh, that's right. We don't have a shot clock in high school, right? So it'll be James Monroe's ball under their own basket. So we have a lot of action this first quarter. Only one foul the entire quarter. That was by James Monroe. And I thought we'd have more points. But I think as the game goes on, Eric, as you said, teams are settling in. I think we'll have more points. There's a little short mid-range shot. It's no good.
Been better off using the glass right there at that angle. That's a tough make.
That was Dowdy. Here's Fox running the floor, receiving the pass for the bucket. And that's what you got to like if you're Coach Brooks, have your big able to run the floor like that, good hands and able to finish.
Yeah, nice soft off the glass to tie it up.
You know, I was going to say hold it for the last shot, but I know they're not going to, right?
No.
I've already learned that, right?
Yeah, that's correct. I'd be shocked if they don't take a quick shot.
Yeah, and it's a turnover. Here's Wyoming East with a chance to take the lead by the end of the quarter. And then they turn it back over. And maybe James Monroe will beat the clock. They will, with a layup that time by Ridgeway. And James Monroe will have a 2-point lead at the end of 1. At the end of the first quarter, it's James Monroe 10, Wyoming East 8. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
Hi, I'm Leanna Burnett, owner of Window World of Beckley. At Window World, we are proud to deliver exterior solutions that are beautiful, affordable, and guaranteed for life. We do things the right way. Honest pricing, no gimmicks, and thousands of satisfied customers. Call Window World of Beckley today at 1-800-NEXT-WINDOW and have your new windows, siding, and doors before winter. Window World of Beckley, family owned,
nationally known.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us, New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us, New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
Let me welcome you back to the Raleigh County Army Convention Center as we get ready to go to the second quarter. It's brought to you by Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel, the old country store, locations in Beckley and Princeton. Love me some pig from Cracker Barrel, whether it's bacon or sausage. And as I said or, but it's and. I got to get the or out of there. It's bacon and sausage. Love me some pig from Cracker Barrel. All right, Eric, second quarter. What was your take the first quarter, 2-point James Monroe lead?
Yeah, and the turnover, you could say, was the difference. You got to protect the ball. Cole Lambert usually good with it and gave the easy layup as the clock expired.
James Monroe with the first possession. Here's the three from the near side. Corner is short. Good rebound by Fox. The big guy for Wyoming
went
East.
And got it. Yeah, that was a great rebound. And, you know, James Monroe's done a great job in their transition defense, though. After a miss, they're really retreating and taking Cole Lambert out of it, you know, not able to really run the floor and distribute.
That was a good pass, and the ball went right through the hands of Morgan and out of bounds, and Morgan will come out of the game. New player into the ball game for Wyoming East. And that'll be Corey Hall, a 6'4 junior. So they've added some height and length for Wyoming East. James Monroe with the ball and up 2. Just trying to find somebody free. But both teams have been really good on the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, really, you know, low scoring, but you can attribute it to the good defense and good rotation defensively.
Right, you can see that where they're cutting off the ball handler driving to the basket. They're cutting them, keeping them out of the lane.
Yeah, they're both on-ball defense and off-ball defense really good. Both teams are sound defensively early.
James Monroe trying to get something into the lane. Here's a short shot from the left side. It's good, rattled in by Dowdy. So Dowdy's hit a couple of shots.
Yeah, 3 and then give him a 2 there.
That's a nice, soft little baseline shot.
And the longest lead of the game right here at 4, correct?
That is correct. Here's a drive to the basket, Wyoming East, and a whistle and a foul. And I like that play that time by Zach Hunt, putting the ball on the deck, tacking the rim, and drawing the foul.
Yeah, I didn't see who they picked that up. I think they might have got Dowdy for it.
They did?
Yes.
I do believe.
So that would be his first and the team's
second. Yep. So getting to the free throw line will be Zach Hunt.
Well, excuse me, team's first in this quarter. 2
Yes.
overall.
Yes.
Yeah, as we see the replay here on the drive. Yeah, the defender closest to the basket, and Cole had good position, but he was fouled on the arm on the shot.
So Hunt goes 1 for 2 at the line, trims the lead to 3, and back the other way we go with James Monroe. Nice cut to the basket, nice drive. The shot doesn't go in. That was a good take by Balgus, but just not able to finish. Fox into the lane, and that's a little strong, and Dowdy clears the rebound.
And that's one of those where he may need to be a little closer and knock that down.
Good job by Wyoming East cutting off the baseline, forcing James Monroe to start their offense a little further out. Here's a 3 ball on the right side, doesn't go, but Dowdy had it for a minute, and back the other way is Wyoming East. Lambert on the move. They cut him off. Good job by James Monroe getting back in transition there.
And they're doing a good job of running 2 people at Cole Lambert as that shot is rejected.
Yeah, Corey Hall had his shot rejected. Back the other way. Contact off the glass. They'll call an offensive foul.
Yeah, they're going to whistle that on Ridgeway. And I think the defender was a little late getting there right there. Maybe they caught him dipping his shoulder, but I think that's a block all the way.
So the ones that count say it's a charge, and it'll be Wyoming East ball.
Yeah, just my opinion. Yeah,
right.
You know.
Oh, I'm with you. Because when I first saw it live, I mean, and when we have the video and we can slow it down. And like I said, we have a veteran officiating crew. They do an outstanding job. So here's Wyoming East with it, trying to get the ball in the low post. Fox was setting up. Now Lambert on the drive, and we got a foul on the drive. That'll be the 3rd team foul on James Monroe.
Yeah, and I think they're going to call like a little arm bar right here on Ridgeway. I think that will be his 2nd.
That is correct.
Team's 3rd of the quarter.
Side out for Wyoming East. But you know how good defenses have been. Here we are, and I got an offensive foul, Wyoming East. But here we are, Eric, a little over 3 minutes into the second quarter, and the score is just 12-9.
Yes, and they called that on Fox on the.
Let's see who they called it on. You're right, Fox with the illegal screen.
It
goes to show, as good as these teams are on the offensive end of the floor, defense has dictated this game.
Yeah,
at this point.
And I don't think it's like bad offense. It's just better defense.
And the main thing, when you keep people out of the lane or driving to the lane, it forces some really tough shots.
Yeah, tough looks, and both teams are. That's a rare penetration right there.
And he left it short, but able to get his own rebound. Baseline drive. Shot up and in. I was screened out. Couldn't tell who shot that.
That's going to be Cole. Ryan Cole with his 2nd field goal of the game.
And the biggest lead of the game right here at 5 points. Coming up on the halfway point of quarter number 2. Lambert dials it up for 3. Long rebound. Wyoming East able to keep the possession. Lambert down the lane, tacks the basket, lays it up and in.
And that's what Wyoming East needs right there is Cole Lambert tries to get everyone else involved, but sometimes you just have to be a little more aggressive and assertive as the team leader.
Yeah, that was a nice play, putting the ball on the deck, getting to the basket, and a nice finish.
Turnover.
James Monroe, an unforced error. They just turn it over, and James Monroe will dip into its bench. And checking into the ball game will be Chaz Boggs, the senior. If you notice in the building, Eric, and I don't know if you have it, you can see on the end of where Wyoming is going, it's really dark on one end and light on one end. If you look at up, I know you can't see it on TV, you look, all the lights are out almost on that end. So maybe that's why they haven't been able to light it up down here, because it's too dark.
Too dark on this end.
Here's Lambert with it now, and they've got him. He's in trouble in front of the James Monroe bench, and they'll have to call a timeout to get out of that trouble. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. While we got a minute, tell you about Leisure Lanes, Johnstown Road in Beckley. Leisure Lanes will have futuristic bowling every Friday and Saturday night. And, of course, they're going to have a big rocking New Year's Eve bash this weekend. And all lanes are taken, but you can go and hang out and get some delicious food. 304-253-7328 at Leisure Lanes. Also want to tell you about Infinity Coal Company. Infinity Coal Company offers a no premium, no deductible health insurance with a dental and a vision coverage. They also offer a company-paid life insurance, prescription drug coverage, and a company matching 401k plan for Infinity United Coal. Well, Eric, 3:19 for the half, 14-11. We thought it would be a tight game. I did think there'd be a little bit more scoring than this.
Yeah, exactly. I thought there'd be a little more scoring, but both teams are playing, smothering defense, and it's just going to come down to whoever makes, some shots and has a good run. Wyoming East has weathered a 5-point lead by James Monroe, and let's see if they can cut into a little of it before half.
So out of the timeout, here's Wyoming East with it. They can cut it to 1 or they can tie it with a 3, and they throw it away. I think they had the right idea. They just didn't execute it well.
I think the recipient of the pass zigged when he should have zagged right there for Cole Lambert. And he's looking to pass first. He is a true point guard.
So here's James Monroe as we get ready to go under 3 minutes for the half with the ball and up 3. But it's been tough to score on by either team. The defense has really led the way here in this first half. Good ball movement by James Monroe. There's a drive into the lane. Good defense by Wyoming East. Dowdy will dial it up and hit.
That's a 2.
A 2 ball, but Dowdy's had a good first half.
Yeah, that's his 4th point of the quarter and 7th of the game.
This equals the longest lead of the game, 5 points for James Monroe. Lambert with it now. Looks like they're going to come maybe set a high ball screen. Lambert will take it. Got a whistle. And we got a foul on the drive, I do believe.
Yeah, I think on the drive, a little push in the back. I think that's going to be whistled on Boggs. That'll be his first.
And that'll be the team's 4th of the quarter.
So one more, and Wyoming East will benefit with some free throws.
Here's Lambert off a screen. 15-footer doesn't go. And Dowdy there for the rebound for
right
James
now
Monroe.
He's got, Lambert's a little cold.
Right. Also, Eric, by the way, we will have at the end of the game our Pepsi player of the game. And, of course, we've obviously got a long way before we decide that. There's a nice drive. Will it count? It will. And James Monroe will have its largest lead right here at 18-11 and a chance to add to it. And that was a good take to the basket that time as we watched the replay by Ryan Cole.
Caught the big man Fox on the closeout, and Ridgeway, I think that was Cole, drove and finished with the left. Let's see if he can complete the three-point play here.
And he does. So right now it's a 7-2 run by James Monroe that will open up this 8-point lead. Lambert will dial it up from 3 and hit, and a much-needed basket for Wyoming East. So Lambert able to hit the 3, back the other way. Here's a drive into the lane. Nice play. Off the glass, it doesn't go. And Morgan comes out of there with the rebound for Wyoming East. Lambert on the move.
Yeah, that was a big 3 by Lambert to pull back within 5.
There's Wyoming East on a drive. 15-footer from the left side, doesn't go. One and done. And back the way we go with James Monroe. So coming up, 1 minute mark of the first half. They whip a pass down inside. Beautiful play. And once again, that's Dowdy. What a first half he's having.
Yeah, Dowdy with his 6th point of the quarter. And that was a great cut and great look.
Lambert for 3 doesn't go. I think Dowdy heard that he probably thinks that the Pepsi player of the game gets a case of Pepsi. He's playing like he wants Pepsi.
He's upped his game as James Monroe lets one fly from deep.
Back the other way, Wyoming East. Final 30 seconds of the half.
Cole Lambert on the trail. Let's see what he draws up here. Need a bucket right here.
Got a football score, 21-14. Final 20 seconds for half number 1. They're going to go in the low post. Morgan with it, left of the lane. They double team him. Lambert on the drive into the lane, puts up a tough shot, doesn't go. James Monroe comes out the rebound. Here's a half-court shot, counted if it goes, and it almost went as the shot doesn't go by Ryan Mann. But at the break, a 7-point advantage for James Monroe, a football score, 21-14 the lead, as we're at halftime of this Pepsi Division game here at the Little General event. We'll take a break, come right back. We're streaming live here on Video Productions.
Football season is starting and the all-star lineup of new Kias are here at Friendship Kia of Beckley. We have the playbook to help you score the big win on your new Kia purchase. We make sure you get the best price with almost all of our new cars priced at invoice. And don't forget, we have one of the largest selections of inventory to help find you that perfect ride. We have a roster full of non-commissioned sales staff and an any reason 7-day exchange program. So get off the bench and get a new Kia from your friends at Friendship Kia of Beckley.
We're dealing!
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily journey. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you keep us going. To the LG family, the moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters of West Virginia, thank you.
The main goal of our firm is to provide the best client experience possible.
I want my clients to believe that they've experienced fairness. Then finally, I want them to know that they got a friend. I'm not in the business of running off business, but I'm in the business of being honest.
At the end of the day and at the end of the case, I want the client to know that they didn't leave anything on the table, to feel without doubt that they made the right decision to hire this firm.
And we welcome you back to the Battle for the Armory, being presented by Little General Stores. At the break, a 7-point lead for James Monroe as they lead Wyoming East 21-14. And the recap of the first half is brought to you by Edward Jones Financial Advisors. Well, you work hard for your money, so when you retire, you got to plan ahead, and you can reach out to Heather Cantley at 304-254-9995 or Wayne Rhodes at 304-253-7335. Also, recapping the first half, brought to you by Modley's Plumbing and Heating. The only number you will need will be 304-253-HELP. Well, it started off going back and forth, 4-3 lead for Wyoming East, 6-4 lead James Monroe, tied at 6, and James Monroe led 10-8 at the end of the quarter. It was 12-9 for a little bit of the point there in the second quarter, but then a nice little run by James Monroe that opened the lead to 19-11. And at the half now, 21-14 is the lead for James Monroe. We'll take a break. When we come back, Eric will go inside the numbers of the first half. He'll give you team and individual totals, and we'll do it on the flip side as you are watching live streaming coverage of Battle for the Armory presented by Little General Stores right here on Video Productions.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
Take care of this by the end of the day.
Sure, I'll take care of that.
Done. It's that easy with compliance. Compliance. We've got your back office.
Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia high school athletics and our area student athletes. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, with 2 locations for your convenience, 3934 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley and 8762 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia's student athletes. A winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
Unlock the money already in your home at City National Bank. Consolidate loans or fund your next big project with a home equity line of credit with a great low intro rate. Visit your local branch to get started. City National Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Learn more at homeequity.bankaatcity.com.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. You keep us going. Thank you.
Compliance helped me lose 50 pounds by freeing up tasks like payroll, HR, and bookkeeping. I'm now free to do what I want.
With compliance, you can do what you want to do. Compliance, we've got your back office.
Hey, my name is Justice, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A nugget trays is that they're all unique. Every nugget you look at is its own different special little nugget. They're great for any occasion, but especially holidays. When you don't have enough time, when you need something quick, that flavor is always popping.
Yeah, we welcome you back to the battle for the Armory. At the break, James Monroe up 7, a football score, leading Wyoming East 21-14. We're going to go inside the numbers. Inside the numbers are brought to you by Infinity Coal Company. If you want to work close to home, then you can come and join the team at Affinity Coal Company, located in Sophia, West Virginia, which has been in operation since 2011. Affinity Coal Company offers no premium and no deductible health insurance with dental and vision coverage. They also offer company-paid life insurance, prescription drug coverage, and a company matching 401k plan. Also, inside the numbers brought to you by the nice taste of Pepsi. Nothing like a blue can, the blue cans of Pepsi, or if you like the silver can, Diet Pepsi, or even in the black can of Pepsi Zero. So for the team and individual totals of the first half, here's Eric.
Yeah, once again, the score is James Monroe 21-14 at the half, and buckets were hard to come by in this first half because of the great defense. Both teams shot 20 shots. Wyoming East was able to only make 6 of 20. That's 30%. They were 1 of 6 from three-point line, Wyoming East, and only 2 free throws in the first half, and they were 1 of 2 from the free throw line. So not very good shooting for Wyoming East, and they're led in scoring by Cole Lambert with 7 points and Zach Hunt with 3. And if you can remember, he hit the first 3 of the game,
right,
and
just
never scored after that.
Yeah.
And on the flip side, James Monroe, out of their 21 points, they are led by Leighton Dowdy with 9, and Ryan Cole has 8. They have 8. So 2 big guns for James Monroe, and both teams combined only went to the free throw line 3 times.
And, Eric, I think it was a well-played game, and you could say, well, it's only 21-14.
Yes.
But as I mentioned, I think defense really dictated the way the game was played in the first half.
Well, you said it at the top of the game. This is the kind of game you'll see state tournament-wise. Every possession is key. They're defending every possession like it's the last possession, and that's what you like to get on early in the season, a good test like this.
Well, this is the biggest lead of the game, a 7-point advantage at the break. We'll take a timeout, and we'll come back and get you ready for the second half as you're watching live streaming coverage of the Battle for the Armory here on Video Productions.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
Take care of this by the end of the day.
Sure, I'll take care of that.
Done. It's that easy with compliance. Compliance, we've got your back office.
Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia high school athletics and our area student athletes. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, with 2 locations for your convenience: 3934 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley and 8762 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia's student athletes. A winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
Unlock the money already in your home at City National Bank. Consolidate loans or fund your next big project with a home equity line of credit with a great low intro rate. Visit your local branch to get started. City National Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Learn more at homeequity.bankatcity.com.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. You keep us going. Thank you.
Compliance helped me lose 15 pounds by freeing up tasks like payroll, HR, and bookkeeping. I'm now free to do what I want.
With compliance, you can do what you want to do. Compliance, we've got your back office.
Hey, my name is Justice, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A nugget trays is that they're all unique. Every nugget you look at is its own different special little nugget. They're great for any occasion, but especially holidays. When you don't have enough time, when you need something quick, that flavor is always popping.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center, Dave Barksdale Court. I had to get my nice cold Pepsi in, Eric, before we start the second half.
Yeah, nothing like an ice cold Pepsi. I had me one, just hadn't had a chance to open it yet.
Yeah. You got the blue can, didn't you?
Yes, definitely had the blue can. That's my favorite.
All right. Wyoming East will have the first possession of the second half. They're down 7. This is the biggest lead of the game, and Lambert tries to take it all the way, and he left it a little short. And back the other way comes James Monroe.
And I think in order to get back in this game, Cole Lambert has to really be a lot more aggressive on the offensive end.
Maybe you got to get the big guy Fox involved in a little bit too.
Yeah, a little two-man game, maybe a little pick and roll, but yes.
Here's a drive into the lane. James Monroe, a little short shot. It's short. The short shot was short. How you like that? Say that 3 times fast. And that was by Ryan Cole. Back the other way comes Wyoming East. And, you know, Eric, I'm sure no panic in Wyoming East from head coach Derek Brooks. Down 7, just got to get back to basics and maybe knock down a couple more shots.
I was going to say, make some shots. That's always the remedy, you know, of cutting into the lead.
I know teams play good defense, but if you make shots like that, a nice take to the basket, that will perhaps get things started for Wyoming East as they score the first 2 out of the locker room, and they trim the lead to 5. James Monroe, a lot of motion to their offense.
You know, both of these teams are probably used to scoring 16, 20 points in a quarter.
Right. And now that's 21-16 here, you know, a minute and a half into the second half. Right, it's kind of like unfamiliar territory for these teams.
Yeah, so each possession running out of minutes, so you got to start scoring.
Here's Wyoming East, a shot in the lane. It doesn't go, and a foul, and getting to the line will be Bryson Huff, 6'3" senior.
And I think that's going to be whistled on Ryan Mann. And I have that as his first foul.
And that'll be the team's first of the quarter. And Huff will get to the line to shoot a pair for Wyoming East. First free throw is good. So with that made free throw, Eric, Wyoming East now scored the first 3 out of the locker room.
Just as they started the game in the first quarter.
Yep. And 1 of 2, but the long rebound. Morgan runs it down for Wyoming East.
Extra possession right here is what Wyoming East, just what the doctor ordered to maybe cut this into this lead.
And we got a kick ball. We looked for a minute. It was going to be a Wyoming East turnover, and then the official on the baseline said the ball was kicked inadvertently, and it'll stay with Wyoming East. So here's Lambert. Runs the show for Wyoming East. Drives down the lane. Nice dish to Fox, and he fumbled it. Well, that would have been a layup. And here's a 3. Doesn't go, and they'll get Lambert going over or climbing the player's back for the foul.
And Lambert picks up his, I think that'll be his first.
Yes, Huff missed that shot, but on that drive, that was a nice drive. And Fox, if he hadn't have fumbled it.
Just fumbled it, had a layup.
Well, we had the replay. He hadn't have fumbled it right. He had an easy layup. So back the other way. James Monroe yet to score here in the second half. We played over 2 minutes here in the third quarter. Here's a 3 straight away. Looks good and is. That's a good-looking shot that time. Dialing it up from distance is Ryan Mann.
His first points of the contest, a deep 3 from straight away.
Yeah, another football score, 24-17. This equals the largest lead of the game at 7. There's Fox into the lane, and he got fouled as he'll get to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, I was kind of screened off by the player. The way the ball took off, I knew maybe, as we see on the replay here.
But like I said, Eric, I do believe that you got to get Fox for Wyoming East.
Yes,
more involved. On the offensive end.
A good-looking freshman, just get some more touches.
First free throw is no good, and that's another thing. You get to the line. And historically, Wyoming East went back when Mullins makes up a part of Wyoming East with Pineville, Herndon, and Glenn Rogers. But, those teams in the past have always shot free throws good, and that was the air ball. He missed them both. But even since they've been Wyoming East, which has been, 20 years or better, they historically have always shot, always been a good foul shooting
all
team.
The fundamentals, they do take care of the basketball, make free throws, the small things that win basketball games.
So here's James Monroe with a chance to increase the lead and give it their largest lead of the game. And they throw it away. There's a zig when they should have zagged, or a zag when they should have zigged.
Yes. We've seen 2 unforced turnovers like that by James Monroe.
So here's Wyoming East. 3 minutes into the second half. Lambert on the drive. Pulls up from the baseline. Needs a roll and can't get it.
Heartbreak city right there for Lambert. Just can't get him to fall.
Yeah, it was a good shot. He just couldn't knock it down. And here's James Monroe trying to add to their lead. A 3. It's too strong. And skying high for the rebound. Good job by Morgan for Wyoming East.
Yeah, that was a good rebound.
Fox in the low post, little turnaround. And that's what I'm talking about. Get the ball to Fox, I think, for Wyoming East, because with his size advantage, he can do that. He can catch it, turn around, and score right in the lane like that.
Or kick it back to wide open shooters if he can get it consistently in the paint.
Because he's got a nice height advantage on any defender that James Monroe puts on him. And another turnover.
Back to back, and that'll make Coach Savage lose his hair right there.
Baker, who started the game, didn't start the half, and he checks in. Baker had a bucket there in the first half. A little bit of a wide body for James Monroe.
Yeah, nice soft touch. He was able to score a couple of points in that first half for James Monroe. And I think he has the size to match up with Fox down low.
So Wyoming East out of that turnover. Let's see if they can take advantage of it. Here's a 3 on the right side. Is good. And that's a good-looking shot by Hunt. Gets Wyoming East back within 2. So here's James Monroe. The Wyoming East defense very good on this possession.
Almost induced the travel right there by James Monroe, but able to keep their his pivot foot. James Monroe just looks out of sync right now offensively.
Here's a shot in the lane, and it's swatted. Fox with the rejection, but the loose ball comes back to James Monroe. Rather than a 10-footer is good. 15-footer rather by number 10, Cooper Ridgway knocks it down. The lead back to 4 for James Monroe. Low post Fox. He lost the ball. Down on the floor, they battle for it, and what do we got? We've got a held ball, and it's a turnover. It'll go over to James Monroe. But Fox had single coverage. He just lost control of the ball. He just fumbled the ball away.
Just bad hands right there. Good look, bad hands. But you got to keep trying to feed them. I think that's the way to go if you're Wyoming East.
And especially if Wyoming East is, or if James Monroe is going to double team, Wyoming East can have a spot-up shooter. Here's Baker, can't handle the pass, and he turns it over. Lambert all the way to the basket. Count it if it goes. It doesn't go, but he'll draw the foul and get to the line.
Yeah, good runner right there by Cole. Usually you don't like you guys going 1-on-3, but he did a great job, of getting to the free throw line as we see it here. Under control. It's actually 1-on-4 and able to get the foul.
So Cole Lambert will step to the line for Wyoming East to shoot a pair.
And this is Cole's first free throw attempts. Wyoming East has shot 6 free throws on the evening and afternoon and only able to cash in on 2.
So Cole Lambert at the line. He'll shoot 2 right here for Wyoming East. Trying to cut the lead to 2, and he misses the first. And, that's one guy who's always had shot really good free throws.
This is an uncharacteristic, game for him. Usually automatic at that free throw line.
As he missed them both. And, Eric, as the ball is loose, and we got a tie-up, and Wyoming East will keep it. But where possessions are so big, where points are hard to come by, you got to cash in at the free throw line.
You have to make your free throws, and that's 2 of 8 from the free throw line for Wyoming East.
But Wyoming East is fortunate enough, though, they'll keep the possession as they were able to tie James Monroe up and had the arrow in their favor. But it seems like that whatever team makes that little run, Eric, that little spurt, and I think that'll come in the fourth quarter. Fox with a short shot can't get it to go. Ball's loose. I think whoever makes that little run in the fourth quarter, the team's going to win this game.
That's right, and that was a good shot by Fox, just not able to get it to fall. But I would continue as James Monroe turns it over again.
Here's Morgan. Morgan down the lane, has it stripped. Good defense by the James Monroe that time, and with that steal was man, and now we got a timeout by James Monroe. So timeout on the floor. Let's see if we got a 30 or a 60. With 2:11 left in the third, it's a full timeout. We'll take it with them. Yes, it's a 4-point lead for James Monroe here on Video Productions.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our new Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center with Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry, the heavy hitter, doing a fantastic job as always, producing and directing. Jackie Moon, Andrew Bolin on camera. Out of the timeout, James Monroe will have it up for Eric, and 2:11 remaining here in the third quarter. So let's see who's going to finish the quarter strong.
Yeah, this is a key 2 minutes, in this tight game. So if you're Wyoming East, you don't want them to extend the lead. That being James Monroe, you want to keep it within shouting distance.
So let's see if James Monroe set up a play out of that timeout, and looks like maybe they have trying to get the ball in low post, but good defense by Wyoming East. There's a shot rejected by Fox, and Morgan picks up the loose ball. Morgan down the lane, and they cut him off. Good defense by James Monroe, but here's a three dialed up. It doesn't go.
It's one of those nights for Cole Lambert.
Lambert having a tough afternoon at the office, isn't he?
Yes, just not anything falling for him.
And like I said, points have been tough to come by. Down the lane, a little floater, good. And I'll tell you, Dowdy's had a really outstanding game. He's thinking he's going to get a case of Pepsi if he's chosen the Pepsi player of the game.
He's definitely has his eye on it.
They double team him. Here's a three straight away. Good. That's a good-looking shot by Huff. And see, Eric, that's what the double team calls us. You double team the big fella down low. They find the open shooter, and Huff able to deliver. Ball's loose on the floor, out of bounds, and it will be turned over to Wyoming East.
Yeah, and with 45 seconds as we look at this replay straight away, hand down, man down as Hunt knocks it down to cut the lead to 3.
So Wyoming East with a chance perhaps to tie if they can hit a three or get it the old-fashioned way. Coming up on the final 30 seconds of the third, here's a 15-footer. That's going to be short. He shot it from 15, but he only shot it 13.
Yeah, not a good look, and and just knocked down a deep three, and then shoots that one short.
Final 20 seconds of the third quarter. Here's a three ball from the corner. Good. Dowdy rings the bell from downtown. That's a big three ball to take it to a 6-point lead. Last 10 seconds. Here's Lambert to the rack and lay it up and in. Last shot time for James Monroe. I'm not sure they know the clock. 1 second left. They don't get a shot off in time, and that's the end of three. At the end of three, James Monroe with a 31-27 lead. We'll be back for the fourth quarter after this on Video Productions.
Hi, I'm Leanna Burnett, owner of Window World of Beckley. At Window World, we are proud to deliver exterior solutions that are beautiful, affordable, and guaranteed for life. We do things the right way. Honest pricing, no gimmicks, and thousands of satisfied customers. Call Window World of Beckley today at 1-800-NEXT-WINDOW and have your new windows, siding, and doors before winter. Window World of Beckley, family owned,
nationally known.
Football season is starting and the all-star lineup of new Kias are here at Friendship Kia of Beckley. We have the playbook to help you score the big win on your new Kia purchase. We make sure you get the best price with almost all of our new cars priced at invoice. And don't forget, we have one of the largest selections of inventory to help find you that perfect ride. We have a roster full of non-commissioned sales staff and an any reason 7-day exchange program. So get off the bench and get a new Kia from your friends at Friendship Kia.
Welcome back to the Raleigh County Convention Center. Start of the fourth quarter brought to you by Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel, the old country store with locations in Beckley and Princeton. Love me some Cracker Barrel. And Eric, the final 8 minutes of regulation, a 4-point lead for James Monroe, and they have possession to start the final quarter.
Yeah, and James Monroe, that was a sloppy quarter for them as far as turnovers, and they were still able to maintain the lead.
Yeah, Wyoming's cut into the lead, though, was 7 at the break, and they cut it by 3 down to 4. But here, like I said, the first possession of the fourth quarter for James Monroe. There's a shot in the lane, and what do we got? We got a foul. And that was Ridgway, and looked like he was, he didn't have nowhere to go with the ball as we watched the replay, and at the last second, when in doubt, shoot. I must have been in doubt a lot because I shot all the time.
Yeah.
Yes, the first free throw was no good. And that's one thing. Both of these teams have missed abundance of free throws here this afternoon.
Yeah, and that foul was whistled on Cole Lambert. James Monroe not able to cash in. Missed them both.
And Morgan clears the rebound for the Warriors of Wyoming East. Lambert down to Fox in the low post. Fox spins, uses the glass, won't go. He kind of left it short, and it kind of rolled right off the back iron there. Here's Dowdy. He's been the top player for James Monroe, and actually I think you would agree, Eric, up to now he's been the best player on the floor.
Yeah, he's leading the way from all scores with 14.
There's a drive to the basket and a Wyoming East foul.
Yeah, I think that's going to be whistled on Morgan probably for Wyoming East. I was about to say Mullins.
Yeah, that's Ridgway, and he just missed 2 the last time he was at the line. He'll be back to the line for 2 more here.
Yes, and that was whistled on Morgan.
Of course, Eric, all your in-laws are from Mullins, so I can see how you might say Mullins.
Yes.
And
0 for
Ridgway
3.
has missed his 3rd straight free throw.
And those loom big with 7:08 left in this quarter. The teams that makes the most free throws down the stretch and shots and less turnovers.
Yeah, he missed them both. So he had 2 chances at the line, and he missed all 4 free throws. And the lead stays at 4 for James Monroe. Lambert on the move and got a whistle. He made the basket, but they'll call the foul on the floor.
Yeah, they're calling it on the floor on the drive.
So Wyoming East will inbound on the baseline.
That's going to be on Mann. That's going to be Ryan Mann. That's his 3rd.
Will Bogus will check back into the ball game for James Monroe. Cooper Ridgway will have a seat. Cole Lambert will put the ball in play. And now Cole Lambert will reset the Wyoming East offense. Lambert backing his way in, spins, and we got another foul. So now the fouls could start mounting up.
Mounting. That's going to be on Boggs.
We got 2 team fouls each. You don't shoot till you get to 5.
Yeah, the thing is, though, I think Cole Lambert's going to start being more aggressive right here.
They get the ball into Fox, and he gets the ball back to Lambert. Lambert pulls up, shoots the baseline shot, and rattles it home. Nice play on the right baseline for 2 by Cole Lambert, and Wyoming East now within 2, 6.5 to go here in regulation.
And they're going to look to turn it up defensively right here, Wyoming East.
Here's James Monroe. Dowdy, he's been their go-to guy, but they cut him off on the drive. Around the horn they go. Dowdy, it turned it over. It looked like he was going to shoot the 3.
Yeah, hesitation. The hesitation created a walk.
So Wyoming East now, Eric, with a chance to tie or take the lead, and Wyoming East has not had the lead since way back in the first quarter when it was 4-3. And if Wyoming East can hit a three or get it the old-fashioned way, they'll have the lead. And here's for the lead. A three is not there, and the rebound is off to James Monroe. Here's Dowdy now with it, on the move.
Walk.
There's a travel. And I think not just the ones that count saw it, everybody in the building saw that.
Everyone was in unison. Walk.
And everybody that's watching at home saw that, wherever you're watching from, whether it be streaming live, on YouTube, or whether
Probably
you're
at
watching
work.
on,
I'm getting
on Facebook, well, on your phone, however you access the game. We appreciate your attendance on video production. Here's Fox with it, and a good double team, and they strip him. That's really good defense by James Monroe.
Yeah, good weak side help coming and stripping the ball from Fox.
The one thing, James Monroe is still able to maintain the lead. Wyoming East has had a couple of chances to tie or take the lead and hadn't been able to do it in a timeout, James Monroe.
Yeah, and I think this is a good timeout by Coach Savage.
So let's see if we got a 30 or a full. And it's going to be a full timeout, so we'll take it with them and be right back here on Video Productions.
General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. You keep us going. Thank you.
West Virginia Orthotic and Prosthetic Center provides orthotic and prosthetic devices, promoting the highest level of personal and professional patient care. West Virginia O&P has a state-of-the-art fabrication facility where devices are produced, customized, and fitted in-house by our fully certified staff. We are honored to have the opportunity to work with our veteran population, providing them with the highest level of care and support. We are conveniently located in Beckley, just off I-64 at the Brookshire Lane Medical Park. Please call for a free evaluation or contact us online.
This game is sponsored by Brian Helton. Brian is running to represent you in the state senate. Brian is the conservative choice for Raleigh, Wyoming, and Fayette counties. He is pro-life and supports our Second Amendment rights. Brian Helton will.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center on Dave Barksdale Court with Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry. The heavy hitter, Nick Eskins, producing and directing. And Jackie Moon and Andrew Bolin on camera. And Eric coming down to crunch time. Coming down to the final 5 minutes of regulation, and James Monroe with the ball in up 2.
Yeah, and let's see what they run out of this offensive set, trying to get it down low.
Baker nowhere to go with the ball. Here's a tough three from the corner, is no good, and Lambert clears the rebound. Wyoming East with a chance to tie or take their first lead since 4-3 way back in the first quarter. Want a high ball screen. Lambert says, the heck with that, I'll just take it, put up the shot, and it doesn't go.
Yeah, tough angle, tough shot by Lambert. And one thing, it took the big man away from the basket on the high pick.
Here's Dowdy. He's had the hot hand for James Monroe. And a 5-second call as he just sat out there yo-yoing the ball up and down, and it cost him a turnover.
Yeah, and that's James Monroe in the second half. They've had their share of turnovers to really keep Wyoming East in it.
I'll have a Pepsi with that apple turnover.
Yeah.
Or that James Monroe turnover in this case. All right, once again, Wyoming East with a chance to take the lead. Will they on this shot? They will! 3-ball by Zach Hunt. And that is Wyoming's first lead, Eric, since it was 4-3 way back in the first quarter.
And Mr. Hunt right there is trying to make his case for the case of Pepsi for the player of the game as he knocks down his third three of the second half.
Here's James Monroe trying to regain the lead. Here's a shot from the corner for 3. It's short. We got a whistle, and we got a foul on the rebound, and it's on James Monroe.
Yeah, and that's going to be on Ryan Mann. That'll be his 4th. Trying to fight for position right underneath the basket here.
James Monroe led 8-10 at the end of the first quarter, 21-14 at the break, 31-27 at the end of 3. James Monroe has led by as many as 7, and now Wyoming East with a 1-point lead and the ball. Lambert trying to turn the corner. They cut him off, backs it back out. Yeah, if it's not there, you just need to restart your offense. And Fox trying to pick, and they might get Fox with an illegal pick. Nope. It's going to go against James Monroe.
Well, Fox is doing a good job of staying still, and that's hard in that pick and roll. And the fouls are really starting to mount up for James Monroe because the next one will send Wyoming East to the line for 2.
And sometimes even though Wyoming East has not shot free throws very well in this game. Sometimes it's not how many you make, but when you make them.
James
and
Monroe
then near turnover.
came up with the turnover there.
So if you're Wyoming East, you want to be aggressive. You have the ball in a 1-point lead. Lambert takes it to the basket. A rainbow doesn't go. And a good rebound and a box out that time by Dowdy. Here's James Monroe trying to regain the lead. 15-footer from the right side, in and out and back in again. That's a good-looking shot by Ryan Mann.
Mann's able to knock down a big shot to retake the lead.
Yeah, and he shot that with confidence. James Monroe up 1. Here's Lambert to try to get the lead back, and he cannot. He had a good look.
Good look.
And he just couldn't get it to go.
Just one of those nights, but shooters got to shoot. Yeah, as we see the replay for Mann as he rattles it home to take the lead. And Wyoming East extending the pressure, trying to create some tempo here.
Trying to get a turnover like that, maybe an easy basket. And count if it goes and one. Bryson Huff.
And that'll be the 5th foul on Ryan Mann for James Monroe, as he already knows, as we see a great overplay, gets to the basket, the hoop and the harm with a chance to polish off the three-point play here. But Maris, this is where Wyoming East has really struggled, is from the free throw line, as Huff is 1 of 2 on the evening.
And as you mentioned, Eric, Ryan Mann is fouled out of the game, who made that last bucket. So now that he's out of the game and it's the 15th foul, every foul from this point on will be 2 shots for Wyoming East. And at the free throw line will be Bryson Huff with that big steal and the finish. And can he polish off a 3-point play? He does. And it's a 2-point advantage for Wyoming East, and we have a timeout on the floor. So timeout on the floor. It's a 30-second timeout, I believe. Nope. Yes, it is a 30-second timeout. All right, Eric, we'll keep it here. All right, if you are in the James Monroe huddle, what do you think Coach Savage is telling his players?
Well, based on the last possession, Wyoming East extended that pressure. Look for them to probably come out with that pressure, and he's probably telling his team to really handle that pressure. You know, don't get sped up and get themselves a good shot and try to tie this game up.
On the flip side, if you're Derek Brooks,
hey, well, the pressure worked. Let's you have some fouls to give, so you can be aggressive defensively. So just keep applying that pressure to the ball handlers and try to come up with some steals.
Yeah, Wyoming East has 2 fouls to give, and now James Monroe is over the limit. So every foul on James Monroe puts Wyoming East at the free throw line.
So this changes the strategy.
Yep, it's a 2-point lead out of the timeout, 35-33, and the pressures you called. Well, I think you have a twin, like you must have been over like in their huddle, right?
Yeah,
you must have been over there, right?
The first time they applied it, they came up with the steal. So you know how coaches are. You know, this is a 1-2-1-1, some pressure, what we call the diamond.
Right.
And you just try to get them, force them to the corner, and try to make cross-court passes. And that's exactly where they want the ball.
Right.
It didn't get the trap out of it, but.
And making James Monroe work to get the ball across the timeline.
Yeah, but James Monroe did. This veteran team, they really
didn't panic,
took their time.
Did they?
Yep.
So a 2 will tie it for James Monroe. A 3 will give them the lead. As this just been a nip and tuck game the whole way. James Monroe led by as many as 7. Here's a short shot into the lane, doesn't go, and Fox clears the rebound.
Clears it up high.
Ryan Cole put that shot up. Now here's the strategy: under 2 minutes. With the ball and up 2, I think if you're Wyoming East, you can be aggressive.
And try to get to that free throw line. You don't want to get a foul on this pick, though. And as
soon as you said that, that's exactly what happened.
You don't want to, that's that.
Yep, I mean, Eric, really, no sooner than it came out of your mouth, that's exactly what happened as we watch the replay.
Yeah, and ooh. Looks like the Wyoming East guy got the worst of that, but that's one of those the dribbler Fox was still moving, so I agree with the call there. But it's just what's good about it is you still have the lead and you can play defense if you're Wyoming East here.
Here's James Monroe with a chance to tie or regain the lead. And as you mentioned, Eric, Wyoming East still has 2 fouls to give, coming up on a minute and a half here in regulation. As good as this game has been, Eric, we might have extra basketball. We might have overtime in this one. Here's a drive into the lane. Good defense by Wyoming East. Nice head fake. That's a shot and a foul. Morgan commits the foul. And getting to the line will be Ryan Cole to shoot 2 for James Monroe.
Yeah, Morgan contested shot. I don't think he A lot of people don't think he fouled, but I think he got on the elbow on the shot here. As
nice head fake. Yeah, he definitely got him.
Definitely got him.
He definitely fouled him.
But I'm okay with that. Make Ridgeway. No, this is Cole going to the line for 2. He's 1 of 1 on the evening.
First free throw, no good. So Ryan Cole misses the first of 2, and James Monroe has missed their last.
They're 0 for 5 in the quarter.
Right? Yeah.
In this quarter.
Right. Next free throw, he got 1 of 2, and he gets the lead to 1. And we got a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. We'll tell you at the end of the game. Eric and I will select the Pepsi player of the game. Nothing like an ice cold Pepsi. The soothing taste, whether it's a blue can of the heavyweight division, Pepsi, or whether you're in the light heavyweight division, as I like to go, the diet Pepsi in the silver can, or maybe in the middleweight or welterweight division with Pepsi Zero. You can't go wrong with the blue, silver, or black can of Pepsi. Well, Eric, 1:18 left in regulation. 1 point lead for Wyoming East. Both teams will shoot on the next foul. So I think a lot of twists and turns yet to come over the next 1:18.
Well, the 2 things that the Wyoming East needs to do, I think it's obvious that you have to keep the ball in your floor general's hand and Cole Lambert, but the hot hand as far as shooting is Zach Hunt. So maybe play some 2-man game with Fox as they're expecting pressure here out of this timeout. But if James Monroe doesn't pressure, I don't think I would keep Fox near the basket and maybe have someone else come up and set that high ball screen. If you miss, he'll have a chance to get the rebound.
So let's see what Wyoming East does. Lambert on the move, maybe trying to run a little clock and draw the foul. And know they get a call a timeout with 1:07 left in regulation. So Wyoming East will call a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. And Eric, it's a 1-point game. And I thought we could have a 1-point game coming down the stretch, but I thought it might be like 55-54 or 65-64, not 35-34.
But in your words, a lot of action, not a lot of points, but it's been a lot of action, a lot of good defense. A lot of coaches that like defense are probably liking this game because every possession has been a battle.
Well, here's the thing, and I think you'd agree, Eric. If both of these teams, if you play defense like that night in, night out against most teams you play, you're going to win by double digits.
Yes.
Because we know that both these teams can shoot the ball better than they have here today, but you can take hats off to the defense of why they haven't shot it so well. But with the schedule that they play, and they've got a lot of good teams on their schedule, but night in and night out, if you play this kind of defense, you're going to end up winning the majority of your games by double digits.
Yeah, and that's what both of these teams, that's what you're going to get out of these teams. If you're home watching, scouting, or just trying to see, you have these teams down the line. Be prepared for a physical, defensive teams. They are well coached on the defensive side.
So out of the timeout, Wyoming East will have to inbound, side out across the way. And Eric, this is one of the toughest things, too, to get the ball in.
Yeah, especially on the side right here. And, a lot of people throw it in the backcourt, but a lot of things can happen.
Well, I'm a believer, and like I said, anybody that's won one game has won one more than I have. But I think in these situations, you never want to throw the ball towards your opponent's basket, which they just did and almost turned it over.
Well, on that one, I think Cole was he was allowed to go over, so
right, but I thought he was going to catch it in the front court and then go over. And now they do turn it over with the 5 seconds. So now we've just gone under a minute, 58 seconds for regulation. James Monroe with the ball and down 1. It's nervous time here at the Raleigh County Convention Center here at this little general event. We're in the Pepsi division.
And the next foul by Wyoming East.
Backdoor cut, and the ball will be a turnover, and it'll go to Wyoming East. I think they had the right idea. I don't think they were on the same page.
Yeah.
As we watch that replay.
That replay, the backdoor cut. Cole was able to hit it, Cole Lambert, off of the James Monroe defender. And they need to get this ball into Cole Lambert right here if you want to.
And if you don't get a quick steal, you've got a foul. And let's see how long James Monroe will wait before they do foul. As Lambert dribbles it off his foot and turns it over in the final 40 seconds.
Wow. We've had back-to-back turnovers that Cole Lambert has been a part of.
Right, he's turned it over twice.
On that end, and now.
I mean, Eric, this is just me. And like I said, I've not coached a game, but I would think with the way this game went, unless I got an easy layup as James Monroe calls a timeout, I'm going to hold the ball for the last shot of the game.
That's right. So and you have the luxury if you're James Monroe, if you do take that long last shot, partner, If you get fouled, you're going to get 2 free throws.
30-second timeout will keep it here. So the main thing is getting the ball in. That's the first thing. You got to get the ball in. But with 33.6 seconds left in regulation, I would hold it to the final shot. And you've got to shoot it, say, with the final 5 or 6 seconds left in regulation, so you have an opportunity for a putback. And like I said, anybody that's won one game on any level has won one more game than I have. But I've broadcast over 1,000 games on all levels, from college to even the grade school games that you and I have done. And I've seen a lot of basketball, so we'll see how this unfolds.
Yeah, and you're right. I haven't coached the game. We're undefeated.
Right.
Hey, you're a head coach. I'm the assistant coach. We're undefeated over here. But, I think if you're James Monroe, if you don't get anything close, man.
Yeah, if you don't get a layup right out of the chute,
yeah,
then I think you would hold it for the final shot. We'll see what they do. They almost turned it over there. We're under 30 seconds for regulation. James Monroe down 1. Good defense by Wyoming East. Dowdy will spot up. 3 doesn't go. Offensive rebound. It's blocked from behind. Great defensive play that time by Huff, but it'll stay with James Monroe.
Yeah, and a good backside defensive help. And this was close to going off of James Monroe.
Right. That almost went off of that was Ryan Cole.
Yeah, Ryan Cole. So coming down the stretch here, 13.9. Now you got to think, hey, you're going to hold it and maybe run it right. Maybe whatever you're going to run, you run it right out of when you inbound the ball. You don't want to maybe hold it for 2 or 3 seconds. Just run it. Well, I think most coaches, when they get it in, they like to go probably at 9 to 8 seconds, because if you do miss, you may have a chance to get the rebound for a putback.
The one thing, both teams are over the limit in fouls. So if there's a foul on the drive, foul on the rebound, any foul anyway, we'll be shooting free throws. So this has been nip and tuck the whole way. James Monroe led 10-8 at the end of the first quarter. James Monroe led 21-14 at the break, 31-27 at the end of 3. And in this fourth quarter, points have been a premium as both teams have gone back and forth. And Wyoming East trying to hang on for dear life here, up 1 in the final 13.9. But James Monroe will have the ball under their own basket.
So we need to give an example of how hard points have been to come by in this quarter. James Monroe have 3 points in this quarter, and they've missed 5 free throws.
So Dowdy will put it in play. That's Dowdy's the guy they want with the ball in his hand. They got him double teamed. We're under 10 for the game. A shot perhaps for the win into the lane. Put back, doesn't go, and that's the ball game. James Monroe had 2 good looks and 2 chances to win the game, and they're not able to get it on the initial shot or the putback. And Wyoming East able to rally in the second half and get a hard-fought 1-point win. Your final score, Wyoming East 35, James Monroe 34. Wow, we're going to have to take a break, drink a Pepsi, and collect our breath, and we'll come back for the post-game show, and we'll be right back after this here on Video Productions.
Hi, I'm Leanna Burnett, owner of Window World of Beckley. At Window World, we are proud to deliver exterior solutions that are beautiful, affordable, and guaranteed for life. We do things the right way. Honest pricing, no gimmicks, and thousands of satisfied customers. Call Window World of Beckley today at 1-800-NEXT-WINDOW and have your new windows, siding, and doors before winter. Window World of Beckley, family owned,
nationally known.
Football season is starting and the all-star lineup of new Kias are here at Friendship Kia of Beckley. We have the playbook to help you score the big win on your new Kia purchase. We make sure you get the best price with almost all of our new cars priced at invoice. And don't forget, we have one of the largest selections of inventory to help find you that perfect ride. We have a roster full of non-commissioned sales staff and an any reason 7-day exchange program. So get off the bench and get a new Kia from your friends at Friendship Kia of Beckley.
We're dealing! You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us. New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us. New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
Hey, grab me one too.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center, Dave Barksdale Court with Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry, and what a finish, a fantastic one, as Wyoming East, after being behind for the biggest part of the game, was able to rally and hold off James Monroe. James Monroe had two good looks for a chance to win the game. The initial shot and the putback wouldn't go for James Monroe in the lane, and Wyoming East hangs on, and they beat James Monroe by the score of 35-34. It was 10-8 James Monroe at the end of the quarter, 21-14 at the break James Monroe, and 31-27 after three, and then Wyoming East able to pull it out to win the ball game 35-34. Your scoring recap was brought to you by Leisure Lanes, Johnstown Road in Beckley. Check out their breakfast and a lunch and dinner. They got specials going on. They got all kinds of dinners, salads. Dial them up at 304-253-7328. Also brought to you in part by Infinity Coal. Infinity Coal Company offers no premium and no deductible health insurance with dental and vision coverage. They also offer a company-paid life insurance, prescription drug coverage, and a company matching 401k plan. Final score, 35-34, Wyoming East wins. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll go inside the numbers, and Eric will have all the numbers of this thrilling victory by Wyoming East, and we'll do it on the flip side here on Video Productions.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our New Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. You keep us going. Thank you.
Midstate Ford, where every deal is a Big John deal. Northside Drive, Route 19 in Summersville. Come see why people from all over the great state of West Virginia are making the drive to Summersville. Incredible deals on brand new Fords. The state's guaranteed lowest price on brand new F-150s, Super Duties, and more. Plus incredible service after the sale at Midstate Ford. Northside Drive, right off of Route 19 in Summersville. Online anytime at midstatefordwv.com.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
Hey, my name is Justice, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A nugget trays is that they're all unique. Every nugget you look at is its own different special little nugget. They're great for any occasion, but especially holidays. When you don't have enough time, when you need something quick, that flavor is always popping.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center as, we got to get our collective breaths and get our Pepsi, and we will have the Pepsi player of the game coming up. But before we do that, we'll go inside the numbers of this thrilling victory. Wyoming East, a 35-34 winner on James Monroe. Inside the numbers are brought to you by Indoor Air. Indoor Air is a proud sponsor of high school sports in West Virginia. You're a Amana dealer. You can dial them up at 304-890-2212. Also being brought to you in part by the good folks from your financial advisors at Edward Jones. Edward Jones, Heather Cantley, 304-254-9995, or Wayne Rhodes at 304-253-7335. A partner, Eric, you have all the totals from this thrilling Wyoming East victory.
Yeah, and once again, Wyoming East pulls out a thrilling 35-34 victory, and Wyoming East was able to do it defensively in the second half as they were held in the first quarter. Wyoming East, they had an 8-point first quarter, a 6-point second quarter, but was able to score 13 in the third quarter while holding James Monroe to only 10 in the third and 3 points in the fourth quarter to pull out the 1-point victory. They were led in scoring, Wyoming East, by Cole Lambert, who had an off-night shooting. He had 13 points, only made 1 3, and was 0 for 2 at the free throw line. But Zach Hunt picked up the slack, especially in the second half, as he finishes with 12 points, and he knocked down 3 key three-pointers in the second half. Bryson Huff pitched in 6, and Connor Fox, the big man, had 4 points for Wyoming East to round out the scoring. And they were 3 of 7 from the free throw line, Wyoming East.
All right, before we wrap it up, we got a couple more things of business. Number one, the Pepsi player of the ball game. And Eric, like in the first game, when Charleston Catholic beat Princeton 55-35, there were multiple players that we could have given the award to. And I think in this game here, it was going back and forth, and really who was going to win the game. You figure the Pepsi player of the game is going to come from that team, and rightfully so. So you have the Pepsi player of the game.
Yeah, now we're going to give that award to the player of the game will go to Zach Hunt, because I think in the third quarter when they were on the verge, Wyoming East was on the verge of really losing the game, he was able to knock down a couple key threes to either tie the game or put them ahead. And he made one big one in the fourth quarter, that ended up being the difference in the win.
So what this does, it sets up tomorrow's matchup. The first game at 2 o'clock will be James Monroe taking on Princeton. And then that will be followed by the 4 o'clock game, Eric, that you and I will have. And I'm looking forward to that because Charleston Catholic is very good and Wyoming East is good. And I think you would agree on the offensive end, Wyoming East is going to have to play a lot better tomorrow than they did today if they're going to have a chance to beat a very good Charleston Catholic team. But you and I will have that tomorrow at 4 o'clock.
Yeah, Charleston Catholic was very impressive in all facets of the game. They shared the ball. They have a dynamic player in Turner. Was it?
Yes.
J. Allen Turner.
Yes.
And they have their whole team back from last year, and it showed the way they handled Princeton in the earlier game.
Well, that will wrap up today's action of the Pepsi division. Coming up tonight in the Burger King division, we'll start at 5:45 will be the airtime. It'll be Bill O'Brien and Brian Helton. The 6 o'clock tip will be East Fairmont against Shady. And then, Eric, you and I will be back for the nightcap at approximately 8 o'clock. We'll be on approximately 7:45 for the 8 o'clock tip. An old rivalry renewed, Beckley and Oak Hill. That ought to be a lot of fun in the final game of day one.
Yeah, and when you get Oak Hill and Beckley together, as we had a chance to call that football game, they bring out the best in one another, and it's going to be a battle tonight.
We're looking forward for our crew here for the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, who was producing and directing, for Andrew Boland, who was on camera along with Jackie Moon, and for my partner, Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry, repeating the final score. Wyoming East beats James Monroe 35-34. Good evening, everybody.